All right. Good morning, Miss Chambers. I was hoping to schedule a meeting with you to discuss my recent transition into a management role.
Of course, Renuncia. What can I help you with?
Well, I am finding it challenging to establish my authority with my team members, especially since I have worked with some of them in a different role before. I want to ensure that I am meeting my responsibilities as a manager effectively, but I'm not sure how to go about it.
I see. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Have you had any specific challenges in mind that you'd like to discuss?
Yes, I have been struggling with communicating effectively with my team members and ensuring that we are all working towards the same goal. I am also sure, I am also not sure how to motivate and engage my team members, and I want to make sure that I am providing effective feedback to help them improve.
Those are all important issues to address. I appreciate your openness and willingness to learn. Let's discuss some strategies and resources that can help you overcome these challenges and succeed as a manager. I will also be inviting a few persons to the meeting to share with you also.
Thank you, Miss Chambers. I appreciate your support and
Okay, so Renuncia, I've invited your supervisor, Mr. Nunez, the HR manager, Miss Welcome, and Miss Francis, who is your your coach that we have hired from another company. So I'll be handing over to your supervisor now.
Hi, Renouncer. Congratulations on your promotion to a manager position at New Bay Investment Company. It's understandable that transitioning from an administrative assistant role to a managerial role can be challenging, especially when it comes to establishing authority with the team. I would be happy to offer you some advice to help you become an effective manager. Firstly, it is important to recognize that this transition takes time. You need to establish yourself as a manager, which means setting clear expectations for your team, providing guidance and support, and making decisions that will benefit the company. However, it is important to remember that you can't simply demand respect and authority. It must be earned.
All right, Renouncer. So I have a few tips that I'd like to share with you in establishing your authority as a manager. The first one is communicating effectively. When speaking to your team, you should make sure that you communicate your expectations clearly, as well as any changes in processes or procedures. Listen to their concerns and feedback and take them into account when making decisions. Sorry. Effective communication builds trust and respect. You should also lead by example. As a manager, you set the tone for your team, be a role model for professionalism, punctuality, and worth ethic. Show your team that you are invested in the company and their success. Build relationships. Take the time to get to know your team members on a personal level. Understanding their strengths, weaknesses, and motivations can help you to delegate tasks effectively and build a strong team culture. Be confident. As a manager, you need to make decisions and stand by them. Being confident in your abilities and your decisions, but also be willing to admit when you're wrong and make changes when necessary. The final one is seek feedback. Ask your team for feedback on your performance as a manager. Use their feedback to improve your management style and make adjustments as needed. Remember, It takes time to establish authority as a manager. Be patient and persistent, and continue to work towards building a strong and effective team. Any questions that you'd like to ask, Renuncia?
Yes, Miss Chambers, I have a few questions that I would like to have. First, what are the key responsibilities of a manager, and how can I ensure that I am meeting these responsibilities effectively?
All right, I'm gonna let Miss Welcome, the HR manager, answer that one. Miss Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Chambers. Good evening, everyone. Renelsia, thank you for asking that question. The key responsibilities of a manager includes setting goals and objectives, providing guidance and direction to team members, managing resources, monitoring performances, providing feedback, and making decisions that align with the organization's goals and values. To ensure you're meeting these responsibilities effectively, you can establish clear expectations, communicate regularly with your team members, delegate tasks appropriately, and finally, seek feedback from your team and supervisors, as feedback is very important.
Okay, thank you for that. And the second one is, how can I establish my authority as a manager, especially if I have previously worked with some of my team members in a different role?
All right, so I'll take that question as well, Renencia. To establish your authority as a manager, it is important to set boundaries and expectations with your team members. You should communicate your role and responsibilities and demonstrate your competency and expertise. Additionally, you can build trust and rapport with your team members and involve them in decision making processes.
Okay. And the third question is, how can I effectively communicate with my team members to ensure that everyone is on the same page and working toward the same goal?
All right, so I'll take that question, Renuncia. So, effective communication with your team members involves active listening, clarity, and transparency. You should use various communication channels such as in person meetings, emails, and instant messaging to ensure that everyone is informed and updated. It is also important to provide regular feedback and encourage open communication from your team members.
All right, my fourth question is, what are some of what are some effective strategies for motivating and encouraging my team members? And how can I implement these strategies in my work as a manager?
All right, I'll take that one as well, Renelsia. Some effective strategies for motivation and encouraging your team members includes providing opportunities for professional development, recognizing and rewarding good performances, promoting a positive work culture, and involving team members in decision-making processes. You can implement these strategies by setting clear goals and objectives, providing regular feedbacks. Again, feedback keeps coming up as it is one of the key indicators to one of the key tasks to growing and develop to growth and development. Right. So providing regular feedbacks and soliciting inputs and feedback from your team members.
Okay. My fifth question, how can I provide effective feedback on my team members to help them improve their performance? And how can I encourage them to provide feedback to me as well?
All right, Renise, I think that one goes for me. All right, so to provide an effective feedback to your team member, you should be clear, specific about the performance, and provide actionable suggestion for improvement. You should also open to receive feedback from your team members and be willing to make changes to your management style if necessary.
Okay. Right, my sixth question, what are some common challenges that managers face And how can I prepare myself to handle these challenges effectively?
All right, I think that's a nice question. Uh, Common challenges that managers face, including managing conflict, dealing with unperformance, managing time resources effectively, and adapting to changes in the organization. So, to prepare yourself to handle these challenges, you can seek guidance and experienced managers and attend leadership development programs and training sessions and stay up to date with industry trends and best practices.
Okay. And for my last question, how can I continue to develop my leadership and management skills over time? And what resources are available to me to support this development?
All right, so I think that question is for me. To continue developing your leadership and management skills, you can seek out mentorship and coaching from experienced managers, attend the leadership development programs and training sessions, read books and articles on management and leadership, and seek feedback from your team members and superiors. Many organizations also offer resources such as online courses and workshops to support leadership and management development. So, Renuncia, I have hired a external coach and coach who is going to be your mentor for an ongoing basis for about 3 to 4 months. Her name is Miss Francis, and she's going to explain to you some of the coaching that she will be using with you. Miss Francis, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Miss Pronuncia, congratulations on your promotion. And we'll jump right into my what is planned for you, my time during that 3 to 4 months. All right, so let's go. So one of the things that we will be doing is to improve you transitioning from your previous role to your promoted position is will be scheduling one-on-one meetings. So this is to facilitate you getting, sorry, this is to facilitate your supervisor and your director getting feedback on your progress and your performance as a manager. These meetings will provide an opportunity for you to ask questions also and share your concerns and receive guidance on to as to how to improve in areas that need be. Next, the company has hired me, an external person, to work with you on an ongoing basis. I will be providing a neutral perspective and offer guidance on how to develop specific management skills such as delegation, decision making, and communication, just to name a few. It could be deemed valuable uh, for a more personalized support that is tailored to the needs of you in your new position. Shadowing, Mr. Nouncia, is a good way in which you could gain experience from more experienced managers that is in the business for a much longer time than you are. So this is done where, just a minute please, this is done where you could observe other managers leadership style and learn from their expertise. This is valuable if you shadow managers who successfully made the transition from a non-managerial role to a managerial one as yourself. Peer coaching. You can participate in peer coaching sessions with other new managers or colleagues who have recently made the transition to a managerial role. These sessions could provide an opportunity for you to share experiences and receive feedback from other persons who are going through similar challenges as yourself. We're also looking at training and development programs. Now, the company that you're currently employed to will be providing training and development programs that are specifically designed to support you in the new position. These programs would cover topics such as communication, delegation, time management, and team building, and is offered both online and in person, of which you will be a part of this program. I must say, Ms. Pronuncia, that your company um, sees you fit for this position and is also ready and willing to work with you in your new role. Again, I say congratulations and we're looking for the best from you. Thank you. And now turn over to the HR manager with closing comments.
Thank you so much, Miss Francis. Renicia, I must say thank you so much for bringing your concerns to us. And we really and truly appreciate your proactive approach in addressing challenges that you are facing as a new manager. As Mr. Nunes had indicated earlier, we do understand that transitioning from administrative assistant to a managerial role can be very challenging, especially if it is that you worked with some team members in different capacities before. We definitely understand. We want you to know that it is important to establish your authority and communicate clearly with your team to ensure everyone is on the same page. I am here to support you in your role as a manager, and please remember, you have a team you have a team of experts, you have a team of experienced managers and resources available to guide for your guidance and support.
Thank you, Miss Welcome. I appreciate your support. I am committed to developing my leadership skills and making a positive impact on the team and on the organization.
Great. I have confidence in your ability to do so. Remember that you have scheduled regular check-ins to discuss progress and further support you and any further support that you may need with your coach and mentor, who is Miss Francis.
I will make sure to keep guidance and utilize available resources. Thank you again. Welcome.